Hello, everyone. I've always said something. Sometimes Nigerians that are in diaspora think that they've escaped. Oh, we've gone. This is not all. There are a lot of Nigerians in diaspora who care more. In short, many more. The ones that are this to have this attitude, they are actually fewer. But just like what we normally have, it's always they are the loudest. Those minorities are the why you see them always, being loud, and they think that they've escaped Nigeria, they can do anyhow, they whatever. There's something I always say. Even if you have two passports, even if you have other passports, the fact that when they look at you, they look at where you are coming from and they say that you are there because you have to be there, not because you want to be there. There's a difference. And I always say that there's a difference between a Nigerian Canadian, a Nigerian American, and a British Canadian, British American. There are two different things. When they see those British American or French or whatever American, they see them as, oh, they just wanted to be here. That's why they're here. Even if the person came yesterday and even it was even your grandparents that went there, they will still look down on you and feel that that one that came from either that France, UK, that came from Europe generally, especially Western Europe, they have more sometimes people get it, sometimes people don't get it. But at the end of the day, until and unless we fix our own country, we're going to continue having problems. I've always also said something where I said we have left our children. Our children are stateless, roaming around, the world looking for places where they're going to get passport. I remember one conversation I was having on a panel discussion with someone who had taken me on because when I refused to stand for that national anthem, and literally, you could see, so when somebody has anger against you, that you are holding government accountable, they feel that how dare you hold government accountable. That's the kind of mentality that particular person had. And when I mentioned, he said, he was like, oh, my children are not homeless, my children are not stated. I just laughed. I looked at him and said, oh my shoe. Some people think that when things are happening, that they are their own, it will not happen to them, they can never be victims. What they do not realize is that all of us are victims. You see this rambling that I'm doing, there's a reason for the rambling. I just saw this tweet and it just reminded me of all the things and all the pain for me that I've expressed over this particular conversation. Someone called Tosin Olugbenga on X, formerly known as Twitter, and he said, this is tweet, and I'm going to read it. He said, you ran from Nigeria to the UK on student visa. You ran from Nigeria. Nigeria is not good. You need to japa. You went to UK on student visa. After finishing your studies, you got your post-student work visa to stay for 2 years with hope that you get, the SWW. I think there's another visa after the post-work, you get another visa. But unfortunately, you didn't get it. So what did you then do? You moved to the US by providence on H1 visa. Now, Trump is after H1 or H1B visa. You'll be forced to leave the US too in 6 months maximum. Where will you go this time? When will you have rest? Where will you find rest? I think this tweet is to every one of us, whether you're Nigerian in Nigeria or Nigeria in diaspora, whether you're a young Nigeria or an older Nigeria with children who are either in diaspora or here in Nigeria. These are the questions we're supposed to ask. For how long are we going to keep running? For how long are our children going to keep running? If we had fixed our country and they have a country that they can come back to, do you think they will be running? In short, this whole thing, when I looked at this whole visa, H1B, H1 visa and job, all I could see was opportunity. And I was like, if Nigeria was a country that had its act together, this is opportunity to be able to invite talented people into your country. Some countries will be doing that already. But here we are. Our own are the ones who are even amongst the ones who are really, really affected. The question I ask again, for how long are we going to be running? When are we going to come together and fix our country? Nobody is going to get it done. And this assumption that we have that somehow, miraculously, out of everywhere, that Nigeria will just suddenly become good without us really putting the work, it will never happen. Because God will not do for us what he has given us the capacity for us to do for ourselves. If I didn't do this video and put it out on my channel, and if you didn't click on it, there's no how you would have heard what I'm saying. The only reason why both what I'm saying, you are hearing it, is because we took action. And that's the same action that we need to take with Nigeria. We cannot keep staying back, doing nothing and saying that things are just going to work. The people that we have that are currently in office, they have rigged their way into office, they have done everything to get into office. They do not care about the interests of Nigeria. They only care about their own interests. And that's why you see them at all times looting, 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 and looting more. They have looted so much that even they don't know what it is they are looting and what it is they've not looted. They are keeping for their children, their grandchildren, their great grandchildren. And you see how their children all over on social media are flaunting wealth that you know very well. These are stolen wealth. What happened in Nepal? It was simply something like that. They got tired of saying they are politicians, they are corrupt politicians. Their children rubbing it in their faces, rubbing wealth in their faces. Meanwhile, they were there suffering. For how long are we going to continue in this manner? When this whole Trump issue started, there were a lot of people who were supporting Trump. Oh, he's going to go after illegal immigrants. He's not after, are you illegal? Somebody even asked on Twitter, are you illegal? Are you illegal immigrant? What's your business? What the person really realized was that it is all our business. When something affects someone, it's our business. You try to put a stop to it, not because it affects you directly, but because so that tomorrow something else will not affect you. Or when it's affecting you, it is stopped before it even affects you. When they want to go after somebody, when somebody wants to start, either oppression, suppression, whatever it is that they want to start that it's wrong, they usually will do it to the people that you don't like so that they will gain your approval. And then by the time they gain your approval, they will not use it on top of you. That's what people don't understand. And that's the reason why I always tell people, injustice to one is injustice to all. Whoever it is done to, it is injustice, whether you like the person or you don't like the person. You don't only fight against injustice when it involves the people you like. You fight it even when it involves your enemy. Because when their right to do something is taken away from them, it's only a matter of time before they take it away from you. And that's what we see right now. Nigeria, my people, when are we going to stand? When are we going to be the ones to ensure that we are doing all we can to get the great country that we want to see? We cannot continue like this. So people are using our heads anyhow. If we do not participate in politics, there's no how we are going to get this thing right. Because it is through politics, it is through election that the people that are going to govern us are elected. And if you and I don't take it seriously, we'll continue to do like this. And I'll end this by saying to you, how long do you want to live in Nigeria? Do you want to live to be 90 years? So, remove your current age from 90 years. What is left? That is how long Nigeria has to deal with you if you do nothing about fixing it. Thank you so much for watching.